Good morning, guys. I'm just looking at my face. I look a bit suntanned. I don't know why. I haven't been out in the sunshine. Anyway, guys, welcome to my series on Have a Great Marriage. This is Friday, and this is part 30, which the title is Plan a Romantic Getaway. Let's listen to our quote. It's from a Charles Burton. I don't know who he is, but let's listen to his quote anyway. You will never find time for anything. If you want time, you must make it. Time is a virtue. So let's get into our story, guys. A woman gave her husband a note he was to read after he left the office one day after work. He was to open the glove box in his car, read these instructions, pull out of your office parking lot and go 3 miles south, turn left, go 4 miles, turn right, and so on. Her husband was delighted when he arrived at the mystery destination. The direction led him to an hotel where his wife had planned a romantic getaway. If you wait for a convenient time to break away with your mate, that time may never come. Why not arrange your schedule to include a mini retreat this month? And remember, guys, romance is the flame that keeps marriage exciting. So there you go, guys. And join me tomorrow, guys, for Saturday, part 31. Compliment your spouse often. So let me just relay a little story, guys. I was watching something last night on the TV, made me laugh. It's about a guy. He'd just been recently widowed. His wife had passed away, and his son said, after a couple of years, he said, "Dad, you must be very lonely. I think you should get a girlfriend." And he was about 70 years old. And so he went on one of these dating sites. He didn't know his way around it, so it took him a week to know how to upload a photo, and then another week to sort out his profile. Anyway, after a while, he met a young lady. Well, I'll say young, she was about 50, I think, and he was 70. And they chatted online and sent texts and then talked on the phone. And he thought, yeah, maybe this can work out. So they finally met. And she seemed interested in him, you know, all about his hobbies, his fishing trips. And she seemed genuinely interested. But after a while, she started to ring him up. In the morning, she rang him up. And he thought, oh, that's sweet. And then dinner time, she'd ring him again. And then in the evening, she'd ring him again. So you ring him in 3 times a day. So he's thinking, what? Oh, he says, maybe she's just being, you know, cares about me. So one night, he's in bed. He's went to bed early, 10 o'clock at night. And he's drifted off to sleep, watching the news on the TV. Then the phone rang, and she rings again. And so he thought, oh, but eventually he found out that she wanted to do everything on weekends. She wanted to go to the latest restaurant that's just opened in town, go out every Saturday. And then after a while, she said, I think it's time we should move in together. We've known each other for a while. And he just got his beer halfway to his lips. He's what? And he's thinking about it. I'll think about it. So he thought about it and thought, hang about, he says. So that means she'll decide when I eat in the morning, when I have my morning coffee, and what time I go to bed. And it was draining on his finances and all his money, because he's only on a pension. And she's taken all of his pension money. She wanted to go to restaurants and hotel. And then one day she rings him up, and his friend rings him up and he said, you want to go fishing this weekend? He said, oh, I'd love to. He says, but if I do that, I'd have to bring the girlfriend along, and it won't be a fishing trip. She'll be saying it's boring. Don't you think it's boring? And it turned into conversations. She says, don't you think it's boring fishing? So in the end, she ring him up one more time, and she says, oh, there's a new restaurant opened in town. I think we should go. And there's a new hotel. we should go there and see what it's like. So he's getting fed up of this. He just wants peace and quiet. So she says, let's go to the restaurant this weekend. And he wanted to just have a peaceful, lazy day. Do what he wanted to do. Get up, have coffee, go in the garden, or just do nothing at all. But she wanted to go out every day somewhere. And she rang him and said, let's go to this new hotel. And then he says, you know what, let's not. She said, what do you mean? He says, let's not go to the hotel. He said, I can't do this anymore, I'm getting tired. So she felt hurt, and in the end they broke up. And then the next day he woke up and he goes, oh, he said, I don't think I was lonely after all. I appreciate my time alone. I can do what I like without being told, come here and come there and do this and do that. Just goes to show sometimes, guys, if you are on your own, you're a singleton, sometimes lonely doesn't mean lonely, it means peace and quiet. So take heed to all you ones who's going to get married. I'm not putting you off marriage, but I'm just relaying that little story. It seemed funny to me, and I hope you find it funny too. So there you go, guys. Join me tomorrow then for Saturday's little nugget for have a great marriage. Is compliment your spouse often. So there you go. Until then, guys, God bless you all, and bye bye.